What's up, y'all? We got good news, we got bad news. So, we actually have new baseball news, which is refreshing. It's been like 100 days without pretty much no news at all. The bad news is we're still in the lockout, and it's actually not looking good. They reached that deadline where they're going to have to postpone games, but let's talk about that later. Let's talk about the new baseball news. So, three new rules have been implemented, and that came out of all these discussions. They also implemented the universal DH in 2022. So four new things have came out of these CBA negotiations. So the three new things, because we already learned about the universal DH, and all these three things are going to take place in 2023. They're going to make the bases bigger. Cool. Okay, maybe that will only really affect like bang bang plays where you gotta go to replay review. Maybe the extra inch. I'm not even sure how big they're making the bases will help. Whatever. Maybe it'll create 0.1 more runs out of offense. Whatever. The next thing is they're gonna put a pitch clock in. I don't think we know how long the pitch clock's gonna be, but back in 2020 when the players and owners and everyone agreed on a 3-batter minimum, MLB was seeking a 14-second pitch clock with the bases empty and 19 seconds with runners on. So it'll probably be somewhere around there. And that's good because there are some pitches that take a lot longer than others. And overall, as much as of a big baseball fan as I am, I got other shit to do. It's hard to watch a 3-hour game 162 times a year. So I mean, there's also other ways to go around that. They can make commercials in between innings shorter, like stuff like that. But overall, I like the idea. It will be a little weird in the game to think like, I mean, I'm sure, but in the end, it works with the NFL where they have the 40-second clock, and sometimes they run over, sometimes they get really close, and then they hut it. So it might be kind of weird to have that at like a place like Wrigley Field or Fenway Park that doesn't have a lot of electronic like scoreboards or anything, to have like a 14-second clock running down, and it might get a little weird with like trying to call signs and stuff, and then will you have to increase the amount of pitcher catcher meetings at the mounds you're allowed because they might not get the sign done and the clock's running down, and what's the penalty if you go over the pitch clock limit? All the stuff that I think is going to come out soon. They have a lot of work to do before this season happens. If you think about it, they need to get these negotiations done, and they are far away. 2, all these players need to sign to the teams, trades, all that shit needs to happen. It might be a lot like the 2019 season where Craig Kimbrell and Dallas Keuchel didn't even sign to their teams until like almost like the damn playoffs. And then they need to figure out these rules, like how much bigger are the bases? What's the penalty if you go over the pitch clock? And then the biggest one is they're gonna ban the shift, and that's kind of crazy. That one, how are they gonna implement this? Is it gonna be like the shortstop can't cross over second base before the pitch is thrown? Is there gonna all this stuff is coming into 2023, so we have a year of like practice. Like people might really overuse the shift this year because their last year to do it, and it's clearly working. Or they might like towards the end of the year stop using the shifts to get ready for next year in like MLB game situations. Personally, I like this. Is my favorite one of the three is banning the shift, is because what is the most exciting play in baseball? You can probably say like a walk-off home run. You can say a defensive play, but you rarely see like walk-off home runs on the highlight tapes. It's usually, you watch a highlight tape of MLB's best or top plays, and it's all just defensive plays. So if a ball is hit right at a defender, they aren't making a great defensive play. So it kind of does take away some baseball strategy and statistics, which I'm a big fan of, but also it creates more original baseball. If you have to run and go, you got to go get the ball, you got to dive for it. And the shift maybe felt a little too futuristic or just not authentic enough, and I like that the players have to go and run, get the ball. It'll make more highlights, and more highlights makes the product better. So overall, I'm a big fan of banning the shift. The 4 players based on spray charts who pulled that ball like right into the shift, where the shortstop would come over and play in between second base and first base. Austin Meadows, and he had a good year. Imagine him without the shift. Joey Gallo might have a crazy season because either hits a home run, he strikes out, or he grounds over into that hole. If he grounds out and those ground outs turn into singles and that batting average goes up to go like his 40 home runs, 100 RBIs, watch out. Anthony Rizzo, so that's another Yankees first baseman. Rizzo's a free agent. And then Bryce Harper, who literally won MVP, and now he's going to get helped out a little bit more. So That'll be interesting. Now to talk a little bit more about the lockout. So John Heyman on Twitter said the CBT, the luxury tax threshold, remains the biggest issue of having a deal happen. So owners are at $220 million in 2022 and $230 million in 2026. Don't really ask me what all this stuff means. Players are at $238 million in 2022 and $263 million in 2026. One hope heard: if they make a deal on CBT, all the other issues may go away. Thank you. That's some hope. I'm gonna crush your dreams a little bit now though, because John Heyman also tweeted out that both sides believe they've made major concessions and other side has made very few. Both sides believe the other is being unreasonable. The one thing both sides agree on right now, that they may be in for quite a wait. So John Heyman's giving both sides. He's saying that they're going to be in for a wait, but also says if they can get this dumb CBT threshold done, then the other issues might go away. And it looks like it's a difference of 220 mil to 238 mil, so the players are 18 mil higher than that. I feel like they can probably find like a middle ground there. And then 230 mil in 2026 and 263 mil, so about 33 mil there. It feels like just make it like owners hike it up 15 mil and players drop it down 15 mil, and you got a deal. We can play baseball. Overall, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me putting some more out. And when this lockout ends, I'm going to go crazy because there's going to be so many free agency signings, so many trades, baseball's happening. It's just been dead for the past like 3 months, man. So sorry about the videos not being as often, but yeah, they're going to come more once this damn lockout ends. All right, peace.